I'm Steve Johnson, News Director for theDove TV. Check out our other videos and visit our website at thedove.us. Thanks. Good morning, it's the top of the hour. I'm Steve Johnson with a reminder to get our iPhone, iPad, and Android app. Then you can watch the Dove News on demand on your mobile app and on the Dove Roku channel as well. In the news today, Pakistan's Prime Minister and Army Chief have held marathon meetings over the violent anti-government protests that could force the Prime Minister to resign. Nawaz Sharif is again vowing he won't step down under pressure, even as protesters briefly took over the country's state-run television broadcaster and fought with security forces in the streets. Military denying reports that the country's powerful army chief has advised him to resign. Today's joint session of Parliament appears to be an attempt to rally political support to the Prime Minister's side. Many politicians have backed him so far, but others in Pakistan have become worried about the protests. Even as they make another advance on the ground in Ukraine, pro-Russian rebels are backing off of their demand for full independence. As talks began in Belarus, the rebels said that they would settle for autonomy. It's a significant change in their vision for the future of eastern Ukraine. The talks began as rebels pushed government forces out of an airport in the second biggest city held by rebels. The talks involve only eastern Ukraine, and there are no negotiations on handing back Crimea, the Black Sea peninsula that Russia annexed back in March. With volatile hotspots including Syria, the Gaza Strip, Ukraine, and Iraq, the question is raised concerning the role the U.S. should play in helping to find solutions. Late last week, British Prime Minister David Cameron proposed tough anti-terrorism laws in his country, while President Obama last week said he didn't have a strategy to deal with the threat from ISIS or the Islamic State. Well, we posed the question to Oregon Senator Ron Wyden on what the U.S. position should be on conflicts throughout the world. He says protecting U.S. interests should be the priority, while not allowing ISIS to build a base of operations.
If you look at that operation, which is too violent even for Al-Qaeda, you're talking about something that can do a great deal of damage to America's strategic interests, and one of those interests is making sure that terrorists can't get another beachhead in that part of the world.
While Wyden says he's not in favor of putting combat troops in hotspots, he says the evidence shows where American power has made a difference in stopping terrorism. Midway through an early harvest, one of the world's largest pear growers says its Rogue Valley crop isn't meeting expectations. Medford-based Nama says the harvest is 2 weeks ahead of schedule and looks like it'll be 15% below normal. It says the culprit was a 2-day freeze in late March. Nama says the harvest itself has gone well despite a shortage of pickers. Let's take a look now at what we can expect on the weather scene for our region. And for Northern California, sunny skies for the foreseeable future with a high of 92 today, dropping down to 86 Wednesday before starting to rise back up to 93 by this weekend. Moving into the Klamath Basin, 86 today, then only 79 tomorrow. Sunny skies for the foreseeable future. Again, temperatures rising could get up to 86 by Saturday. As we move along the Oregon coast, partly cloudy, a slight chance of rain today with a high of 67, 68 tomorrow, then warming up to sunny skies and 74 for the highs both Thursday and Friday. In the central part of the state, in the Bend area, 80 degrees today and sunny, only 71 tomorrow, with that rise continuing to possibly up to 87 by Saturday. And for southern Oregon in the Medford area and Grants Pass, 89 today, 86 tomorrow, then we could be getting up to 99 degrees by Saturday, lows in the mid to low 50s. That's a look at news and weather. You're up to date here on the Dove.